All Americans should pay attention to what I'm about to say and the comment that Jamie Dimon made around the bond market is about to crack. It's very, very important that you're not trying to get rich in crypto, but truly understanding inflationary assets and deflationary and how the bond market affects all of this. If you don't understand money supply and bond markets, you're going to be a victim of these markets every single time. Jamie Dimon just stated that the bond market is about to crack. Well, let's explain what that means and how it affects your portfolio and how you can build massive amounts of wealth by understanding inflationary and deflationary assets. So Jamie Dimon stated the bond market is about to crack. We just had a bond auction not too long ago. Nobody showed up to the bond auction. Bonds are the American monetary system. It's a monetization of debt. Every single dollar you own is someone else's debt. The reason why we're in such a dangerous position in America right now is because we're at 130% debt to income ratio. It's very different than our grandparents' and our parents' economy. We have more debt than we have income. So every dollar you get paid in another person's debt. And what we do is we take our debt and we go get loans, which is someone else's income, and we borrow against our future selves, keeping us trapped in this perpetual debt cycle. Then the debt that we get paid in, we get taxed on. So they get us through inflation or taxation, which inflation is illegal taxation. So they tax us on our income, then they tax us when we use our income, and they're only giving us someone else's debt. So you work 40 hours a week away from your family and you're paid in someone else's debt that you get taxed on. So you're in an enslavement trap. And this is why the elites are moving into Bitcoin. This is why I use Bitcoin and XRP, because they're deflationary. Let me explain. So what is going to happen now, this is my opinion, and I believe this is what they're going to do. The bond market is screwed right now. They're going to turn the printing machine on full blast. They're going to dwarf 2020 to 2022 printing of money and debt monetization, which is not good for your US dollar. And they're going to grow their way out of this economy. It's going to be a golden era. Americans are going to have more money than they've ever had in their pockets, but Americans, because we don't have financial literacy and we're indoctrinated to be enslaved in the system, as we're going to buy flat screen TVs, we're going to buy cars, we're going to buy iPhones, we're going to buy a bunch of shit we can't afford to impress people we don't even like, when we should be transmuting every single bit of cash and extra cash in our pocket to deflationary assets, to protection and leverage, richest man in Babylon, and cash flow quadrant. So the reason why elites and governments around the world, whether you believe it or not, are moving into Bitcoin because it's deflationary. So when they turn the printing machine on to make sure the bond market doesn't collapse, because basically they turned the printing machine on already when nobody showed up to the bond auction and they started buying bonds.